Chloe measured the mass of aluminum foil to be 2.45 grams. She then crumpled it up and found its mass to be 2.42 grams. So first I want you guys to find the mass difference and then percent difference. So let's do the mass difference first. I'm going to try to use the same color ink so that you guys can follow along. Okay, so mass difference, you're basically going to find how much mass she's lost or gained by doing this experiment. So initially it was at 2.45 and now it's at 2.42. So the mass difference is 0.03 grams. Okay, so that's how you would find the difference in mass. And now we're going to go ahead and find a percent difference, and we're going to do that using for every statements, just like how we did it in class. So we're going to write out our first statement. Since we didn't expect the mass of the aluminum foil to change, we expected it to stay at 2.45 grams. So that is considered to be your total parts. Okay, so we're going to start with for every 2.45 grams, there is 0.0 grams or parts left over or left off. Okay, so that's how much she was off by. So now when you are calculating percentage, you have to consider the total parts to be 100. Okay, so for every 100 grams, there is, and this is what we're going to try to figure out, left off. Okay, so the trick to doing this problem is to figure out what the difference is between these two numbers and applying that ratio to these two numbers as well. Okay, so I don't like to deal with numbers that are bigger than 1. I always like to kind of bring them down to 1. So you can think of these two numbers as 0.0245 and 1, and then it's a lot easier to figure out what number to multiply the 2.45 in order to get 100. Okay, I will let you figure out the math. When I figured it out, it was 40.8. Okay, so that means I have to multiply the number 2.45 by a factor of 40.8 in order to get 100. Okay, since I cannot do that only to one side, I have to do the same thing to this side. Okay, so the number on the bottom was bigger, so that means the number that I'm looking for, I'm expecting to be bigger than 0.03 exactly by the same factor, which is 40.8. Okay, so I will multiply 0.03 times 40.8, and that will get me 1.224 grams. Okay, that's how you would figure that out. Since they want us to actually find a percent difference, okay, I am going to rewrite this number as 1.224%. Since I already have it out of 100, then it is always a percent. Any number out of 100 is always considered to be percent. We do have to look at the sig figs. So it looks like 100 has the lowest number of sig figs, so you would just report your answer to 1%.